Hi everybody, welcome back. This is part 2 of our Glogster series. In the first version we just looked at the overview of the EDU project. And so in this particular video we're going to take a look at how to create a new glog. So after you're logged in, you can go ahead and click the Create Glog button. And what will load is the default interface for all of the glogs that you would create. And from there you can add any text, links, videos, images, sounds, draw any graphics that you would want to draw, and also update the wall settings. So if we scroll up and down just a little bit, you see how I have a lot of open space to work with, and at the bottom I have a preview and a save or publish or exit button, just like you do up here at the top. First things first, let's go ahead and name this glog, and we can give it a name, immigration or something like that. Um, I had done a couple of vlogs on some other projects before, but let's say we wanted to do a historical project on immigration. So we can go ahead and title that immigration. And then any of these default blocks that are here, you can certainly remove them to start from scratch if you wanted to, or if you wanted to change any of the wording, you can certainly just edit any of the blocks as needed. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of the blocks, and so I would click on one just to highlight it, and then use the pop-up menu that's here to simply delete it. With this particular one, I can save the post-it note because I think that's going to be helpful, but I want to edit the text, so I'm going to click Edit, highlight the text that's there, just remove it, and then click OK. Once you're in the editor, you have changed graphics color, add link, edit or remove the font, and then any visual effects that we'll look at in just a little bit. But for now, we'll just go ahead and remove that text. We'll take this little pipette guy here and we'll highlight him and we'll delete him as well. The chalkboard one, maybe we'll keep that just for a little while, but let's play with these two images just to see how the Glogster interface works. As you can see, I'm just clicking and dragging to rearrange the objects in the screen. If you find that you need to relayer the objects in your screen, you can certainly click on one, and then the second button over next to edit is bring forward. So if I wanted my chalkboard in front of the post-it note, I can rearrange them like that. You also have put behind or clone. So if you wanted to create a duplicate of a particular object, you could certainly clone it and then rearrange it as you see fit. But let's go ahead and remove that. There's also rotate if you want to put. It's okay. So we'll go ahead and hit delete to get rid of that object. Same thing with this chalkboard. We don't really need that, so let's delete that. Let's put our post-it note over here towards the right, and then look at some of the other options. So anytime you need to work with objects and graphics and text, you have something called the magnet tool. And the magnet tool will float with you up and down the screen here in this little pink pop-up arrow here to the right, or to the left, I'm sorry. So as you scroll through and you click the magnet tool, it will pop out wherever you need it, and then you can add whatever graphics, text, image, or sound that you need. So back up at the top, let's go ahead and go to the graphics menu, and you can see that there's a lot of preset graphics that are in there that you could drop into your blog simply by clicking to highlight it, preview it, and then drop it in. And then it assumes that you want to add more graphics, so you could go through any of the wall photos there and click use and throw that into your blog, and then close the window and grab the objects that you wanted to use and resize them and reposition them and layer them as you see fit for your project. So I can grab this one here and maybe rotate this guy a little bit, maybe scale him up a little bit, rotate him over, put him in here, and then nest him behind the post-it note. Okay. And then we can move on from there. Same thing with text. Add any text blocks, and there's a lot of preset either bubbles or outlines that you could add. You click on it to highlight it and click use it, and it would drop in a vector-based art shape that you could then scale to an appropriate size, position it correctly, and then click edit if you wanted to edit the text that's in that particular project, and then go on from there. Okay, so we're going to talk more about graphics and the manipulation of images, video, and sound in the next part of the series.